What's up, world? This is your boy Kelvin P, aka I am Kelvin P, aka D2K. I just got a quick thought that I want to share. I was sitting here, getting in my night gear. You see, I'm in my sleepwear, getting real comfy, about to see about dinner or whatnot, and this thought just ran through my mind, and normally I want to try to put notes together and chef it up, but I was like, you know what, just put it out there. You know what I mean? And a little tired too, so you might see a little lag, but it's all good. Uh, what I want to talk about real quick is what I hear a lot of artists say, or a lot of people in general say. When it comes to business or doing their own thing, and it's a universal thing. So don't feel bad when I say this, but they say nobody supports me. Why won't nobody support me? And stuff like that. And I want to talk like from the music perspective, speaking specifically to the artist, because a lot of times it's us who says it, the most. Like, man, nobody wants to support me, but we saying like, yo, support me, check this out, check out my video, check out my new song, check out my new single, check out my artwork, check out my new whatever, check out my book, check out my EP. Like, we're constantly like just boom, check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. And the thing, and then when nobody's responding or we're not getting the traction that we think we should be getting, especially if we believe that it's hot. If we like, yo, I'm talented. This is hot. I don't understand why I'm only getting like 2 views, 3 views, why a few likes on my stats, or somebody might be liking it, but they're not necessarily buying my album, or they're not sending me a cash app. And it's real simple. It's about, okay, so look at this. When you think about support, right? When you think about supporting is different from just buying based on based on the talent or whatever the case. Like, in other words, support is like, it's like with a cause, you know what I mean? So that means it's something behind something. So for instance, let's say you got some kids, and this is the perfect example. You got kids, right? They always got a fundraiser going or whatever, and you don't really want to say no to the kids. They be like, can you buy a candy bar? And they always pick some whack brands. You never heard of them or whatever. Some of them be good, most of them not. And you be like, but you don't even care. You ain't even really checking into it. You just like, yeah, I get it. I seen it with my kids. I have my kids out. They slanging candy bars, and they just say, yo, buy a candy bar for a donation. So it's so if people would get it, they'd be like, yo, this a kid. You know what I mean? It's a kid, and no them and they like, oh, or they like, oh, it's a kid, and this kid is learning to be their own boss, or this kid is just doing something constructive. They just trying to get money for ice cream, whatever. It's cute, but the thing is, it's stories that they're supporting them for, not necessarily because they want a Snickers bar. Because I mean, they just walked out of Walgreens. You know what I mean? If they wanted a Snickers, they would have just got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You gotta understand, like, that some things come with a cause. And then you got to think about this too. You're not the only one. So somebody might be just constantly hearing, check this out, support me, support this. And if you're a person like me, you want to support everybody. And you just don't have the capacity for that. So what we do is we say, okay, for certain necessities, or if we want to eat something, we're going to choose to support this particular restaurant when we go to do it. You know what I mean? Because maybe we was walking by and they just called us over, gave us a demonstration. Like one guy pulled up on us while we was out doing our CDs. I was doing my CDs and my wife was doing her scrubs. And one guy was outside, and he started talking to us, and he had a vegan like a vegan restaurant, right? And it was in the hood. Like, it was crazy because we like, yo, you don't even see this, man. Like, this dope. They got something vegan. He got healthy stuff. And it's all healthy. Everything was healthy based. And it was like, and it was vegan. And he had like noodle soup. Like, it was basically like chicken noodle soup. And then it was and it was good as heck. He had some freaking like slushies and not slushies but smoothies and just all types of stuff, right? So number one, we wanted to vibe with him. Why? Because he was in the hood, and we know that don't exist as often. You know what I mean? You rarely see that, if at all. So just for the fact that he was a cause for something greater, like, yo, I want to bring health to the community. We was able to hear his story too, and we was able to hear how he started, when he started, and stuff like that. And it made us feel even more better about wanting to go ahead and support him. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, that's the thing with support. So if you talk about support, people can help you in that realm. But they gotta connect, like, with your story. They gotta connect with something. They gotta just have a cause. Cause it's just like, oh, everybody doing music. They don't know if this really like your hobby, or if this your real lifestyle, or if this is how you express yourself, or if this is like something that helps you get over something like a disorder or whatever the case. Then they might connect to it. You know what I mean? Or but they just hearing like, hey, everybody do music. All right, let me keep on scrolling. So, but now when you're talking about like sales, that's a different game. You gotta look at the people that you're throwing your stuff in front of, saying support me, get this, click the link, whatever. It's like they gotta want it. So it's like, if they don't want it, then why would they check it out? I know with me, and I can always use me because I know I'm a consumer too, and I go through the same stuff like as an artist, right? Or with anything that I'm doing, I'm constantly reaching out first to the circle and being like, yo, check this out, support this, blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, you get some traction there a little bit, but then majority of the time, like, if it ain't something that people like really want or desiring, then they're not gonna mess with it. You know what I mean? Because then it is what it is. So with the support side, that's where you want to like have your story. You want to have your you really want to build a rapport with people. That's where the videos come into play, where you just posting you and you saying who you are, and you just kind of giving people a little peek into your life. Or if you that's where the posts come in, where you're sharing your mind and your thoughts so people can get to know you. That's where conversations come into play, where you just conversating with people, and it's all genuine. It's not just so they can hook you up, but you looking to be like, yo, I want to serve in some way, even if it's just a convo, if it's just a greet, if it's just liking their page, if it's just liking any of their stats, if it's just liking what they're doing, if it's just commenting, if it's giving feedback, you building something, you know what I mean? And then that can make them look past the whole fact of, I don't want this, or I don't desire this. I'm not in the market for this right now. But you know what? I do rock with him though. I do rock with her. They dope. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to support the movement, man. Flat out. And so that's that side of it. And it's kind of like branding for real. But I mean, if you get all too, but then when you get technical, it kind of changes up. But whatever with that. And then next, when you're talking about sales, like I said, it got to be something that they desire. So that's where you have to do your due diligence and figure your ideal audience, your ideal client, your ideal fan, and you got to make some and put it in front of them. You know what I mean? So think about it. I see something, and it makes sense. Trust me, it's logical. When I seen the post where they said like, man, it's crazy. I can't. They like, you need to start supporting these artists. Support me like you be supporting them people that you don't know. and like the Beyonces and Jay-Z's and Eminems and all that. And it's like, if you think about it, we do kind of know them because they were put in our face. They were, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. I've been knowing of Jay-Z since I was in middle school. So it's like he got songs that stick with me, and he had a media, be a back, a engine behind him that pushed that music, so that I, the ideal fan, which was like, you know, like the teens who find all that stuff cool, like popping bottles and the chains and all that, it was in my face. And then it started, and then I was to the point where I was growing up with it. So I'm growing up with Hard Knock Life. I'm growing up with Jigga What, Jigga Who. I'm growing up with Big Pimpin'. I'm growing up with Life and Times of Sean Carter, Volume 3. That's my favorite one. And it's like all the way up, and now you were seeing the Black Album, then you were seeing the Blueprint, then you were seeing the Dynasty. Like, you know what I mean? I got a connection to all that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I do know him. I know of him. You know what I mean? I seen him. I know. I've been hearing his name since I was like over 20 years. So yeah, he kind of got my attention. So that's how it gotta be. You know what I mean? You guys just get these people attention. You gotta appeal to them in the way, and they gotta be your ideal audience. If you're just sending it to like everybody on your Facebook page, and that consists of your grandmother, your grandmother friends that go to church with her and all that, who ain't really into that music that you got, they might vibe with you, but they're not gonna be like they can only be a true fan through the support side or the story behind you. Yeah, I've seen them grow up. I saw him in the streets or whatever. And now I see he trying to do something positive with his life. So I go ahead and hook him up, even though I don't listen to that mess. You see what I'm saying? So you have to start doing the legwork. Start finding you experts who's good at marketing and who can help you come up with your ideal client, your ideal fan, your ideal audience, or your target. And then we can target everything to them so they can see it. So then they can support you, and they just gonna want to buy from you because they're gonna be like, yo, this is something that I'm in the market for. It's that easy. You gotta stop being lazy. You gotta stop being cheap. You gotta invest in yourself. So, with all that, man, it's all love. I gotta go. Like I said, this is just a quick thought that I had. I hope that what I did put out was something that you can definitely relate to, vibe with, whatever the case. And like I said, you come shop with us, man. You need an expert to help put you in front of them people that's going to be buying from you, and also help you to build your fan base and help build your client base, and just to continue to give you tips and make sure you sharp when you going out there, and you not and somebody who's actually doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I know the feelings of everything. So it's like, yo, just you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Much love. MME Marketing. I got my link down below if you want to go visit my website. I also got my Instagram down there. You can follow me at I am Kelvin P. Or I'm sorry, at MME_marketing. And go follow the Kelvin P page. And then you go follow my music page, D2K_MME. And we are out like that. Much love. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. You know, all that in whatever order. Just make it all happen. And then go ahead and make your dream happen. You feel me? Y'all be blessed.